Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
There's so much to talk about. Last time, you guys were here just as your film was opening up.
That's right.
Just as the movie, a year ago, just as the movie's coming out. And so you haven't been here since you got that Oscar nomination.
Yeah, that's right.
For the song.
Yeah, it's great to write a song that's like loses to a Phil Collins ballad. Like that's that's how good your song was, buddy. Like,
well, you can't beat that man. You can try, but you just can't. Now, for example, I mean, how do you even approach going to the Oscars, the two of you, since you're such countercultural people?
Yeah.
You get invited
like,
to
how do we go to, like, the Oscars is kind of everything we're against, you know? So it's like, what should we wear? Wear chicken outfits, or, you know, go as pirates or whatever, and then...
It was like a costume ball, you know, because they make so much stuff about, like, who's wearing what. We're like, well, let's go as Spock and Kirk.
Yeah,
from
because
Star Trek,
that's
you
what
know?
the Academy Awards should be, like, costumes like that. It'd be a lot more fun if everyone,
well,
like,
people
dressed
take
up.
it so seriously.
We got the
So
dirtiest
whenever
looks
someone,
you've ever
well,
seen.
first of all, let's show what you were wearing. You were dressed as Gwyneth Paltrow and Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
Which is so. Now, you
Why
see,
would that make anybody mad? I mean, come on.
well, you know, I actually don't know why, if it's an event and it's all publicity, why wouldn't people just get into the spirit of it and go, that's funny,
Oh,
they're having fun.
They were angry.
People were mad.
Who was angry? Like, what kind of reactions were you
Phil
getting?
Collins was mad.
Yeah, he was like, this is a very serious event. Yeah, but I mean,
He did not
No,
say
he really
that.
did.
No,
To
he
someone,
didn't.
not to us, but to someone right in front of us, and like.
Phil Collins?
No,
It's
it really
so
was.
weird. An
Yeah, he's
angry Phil Collins.
Yeah, screw him. But you know, it was, but. It really was just, I mean, we literally, you know, everyone, of course, turned heads, and there was, you know, 50% of the people were, like, laughing, and 50% were just like...
Yeah, remember, like, some of the old guard, the Hollywood people, just like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, just so mad. I remember Gloria Estefan looking pretty mad.
Yeah, she was mad.
She was mad?
Yeah, I
Why
think
would
she
she
was
be
mad.
mad?
I don't know. I think because, like, she's there, and she's in her beautiful dress, and she's all made up, and giving her, you know, talking to cameras, and then she moves on, and we move right in behind her, you know, and it's just like...
Why would she be mad?
You're right. And did you see, you saw Gwyneth Paltrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, saw Gwyneth Paltrow. She kind of gave me a dirty look. But I just kind of looked away. I didn't have the guts to go, you know, or anything. I was like, oh, I didn't see you.
People don't. We were really nervous the day of, and I called Matt. I was like, Matt, I can't do it. I'm too nervous. And we just got so wasted. And we went. We did.
No, that's wrong.
It was like
It's wrong what you did.
It was like a great idea until, like, we're in the limo and you pull up and there's 60,000 photographers and TV, and you're like, oh my God, we have to get out of the limo right now. Like, you know what I mean? There was that moment where, like, bail.
Suddenly it wasn't like
bail.
just a prom gag anymore.
Yeah.
Suddenly it was more serious. Now, your latest battle with the censors, what's the latest thing? You're constantly having fights with...
we created a character this season named Timmy, who, it was just created for one scene. He was a little handicapped kid who's very, very cool, but he's pretty severely handicapped. And and it's really funny because we were talking to them and saying, please let us get this, please let's just this one scene, and they're like, no, we fought the network, and finally they put it on.
And they were opposed to it because they thought you can't do this,
Yeah,
it's
they're like, you can't do
distasteful.
it. And then Timmy just exploded, and it's like, we got to make Timmy T-shirts and Timmy doll. You know, the network's telling us, you know, like, we love Timmy. You're gonna do more Timmy, and we're like, all right, we'll do more Timmy. And it really, that's because it used to be we'd walk down the street and everyone screams, you know, beefcake or respect my authority or you killed Kenny, and now everyone just yells.
Right.
I'm telling you, it's like crack.
You guys have become what you hate.
We've become everything we used to hate. We must destroy ourselves.
And then, now, Trey, I understand that you gave a high school commencement speech.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I was asked to speak at my high school, and I was like, oh, what the hell am I going to say to high schoolers? But you know what I said, and I think it's really true. I told them, I said, you know what? Because friends of mine know that really in high school and in college, I didn't party. I really didn't. I barely drank. I mean, I would go out once a month and drink, and didn't do it at all. And I was like, don't waste this time. You know, figure out something you want to do and use college to really get, because when you get rich, you can party so much harder. You know, and like I party now, and like now's the time to party because it's like, woo, yeah, get down, party. You know, and
so
like,
what was the faculty's response when you said that? They must have liked the first part, like this
they were like,
speech
wow,
is
that's very good.
This
Yeah,
is very good. What?
no, we will not take drugs.
I am Dean Sternbottom. All right.
Infidel.